Present. I am present.
What's wrong?
Just paperwork. Coffee? I didn't think you would like coffee. So it's a frappuccino.
Oh, thank you.
Mhm.
That's very nice of you. Coffee is a weird one with me. I like the coffee grounds. The liquid I'm still getting used to.
You like eating the coffee grounds.
They have a really nice texture. Is that...
We'll have to find you an alternative because, not everyone loves... I don't think it's... eat as
know
much
that we
coffee
can just
grounds
get
as
the-
you want.
We can get the beans flat out, rather.
Oh.
You may love chocolate-covered espresso beans.
Exactly what I
That
was
sounds
suggesting.
good.
A little bitter.
I'm alright with that. Team 3 keeps sneaking these little candies in my pocket. And these are pretty good. I'd ask where they get them, but then they'd know that I like them, and I don't. And I need them to stop doing it.
What
So,
kind of candies are they sneaking you?
I don't know. It's like peach flavored chocolate. Like this is peach and mango, and you can try them.
Flavored chocolate.
Here, Henry.
Surprisingly delightful.
I think Chris is the one that buys them. I know she's the
God.
mastermind of this whole thing. They're good. She's the mastermind behind this, but
It sounds like something that she'd get.
yes,
I was
really good, though.
I was convinced they were sneaking you grandma candy. The little strawberry
too.
ones.
That too.
I do know those. Leah has a whole jar full in her office. They're not bad.
Yeah, it depends on the one.
I like them. I think they taste pretty good.
The strawberry
What?
ones are good.
You don't like
There's
a
a
wear
few
this
that are
old
just-
man.
Yeah. Okay, that's different.
You think they like cater to the taste of the elderly?
Well, you think you hit like a certain age mark and, instantly there's an affinity for it, but I shouldn't be talking too much.
Yeah, I was about to say, you are walking on a very...
Sasha still looks like she's
fine
25. So
I'm not as old as you.
Do we have any meetings planned for the day, or are we good?
Said I have a personal meeting planned for you.
Other than
or your
Team 3, right?
I also have a plan to try and... I'll bring indignation and a team. I'll bring those two teams together in a minute. Let everyone have a moment to wake up first, and then I'm gonna try and get them all to work.
I don't have any meetings
Fair
arranged, so
enough.
if either of you need any assistance, please let me know.
Oh, no, I'm alright. Give yourself a break. Take it easy.
I need to
You ever
work.
sit there for a minute and then realize that you forgot to say something during the announcements?
What did you forget
Uh-oh.
to say?
Mentioning the changes to the city.
You can mention that afterwards in like a written
No,
I'm
I mean,
thing.
I'm sure
because
it'll come up.
Yeah, they worry about it. Then
Did
I'll
you
deal with it
update
later.
the map?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna walk outside and be like, "What the fuck is happening?" Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
We have a
I'm
few
glad
new
you said-
businesses and parks around, and some of
Just
them
take a
are
walk around the city and see him.
built for more of our short-statured people.
Huh. I'm sure that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, they fit both of you quite fine, I think.
What does that mean?
I'm going to
actually-
be
Well, would
the
you
bigger
like to tell me
person.
that
I
need to-
used to be. Hold on a minute.
I think I need to get
actually
going
much
for a
taller
bit.
than I used. Yeah, whatever. I'm sure you two feel me.
Mhm. I'm sure those old
Whatever.
bones will catch up to you and you'll gain a hunch and be our height.
Oh. Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
It's only a matter of time. Yeah, you talk a lot of shit, you know, it's gonna come back and bite you in the ass.
That's
Until
actually one thing I've been meaning to ask you. I don't know if I have before.
Go ahead.
With your powers, do you know your own time limit?
You know, that's a point that a lot of people have been asking me recently. Do you want the real answer or do you want a made up one?
Both. Something
Which
entertaining.
one first?
Mm. The made up one.
I can go on forever.
We all know that's so fake.
Real one is I have no idea.
Mm.
Maybe one of these days I'll hit a wall and you guys won't see me again.
Don't say that.
Don't worry, you'll see me. Maybe it's a bit of ash in the wind, though.
Oh my. Maybe I should stay away from asking about people's mortality.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
Laz made a
Dude, I don't even know mine now. What did I say?
Made a comment about how a few of us, including me, will be stuck running here while everyone's got flowers picked out for their funerals.
Guess so.
Main downside of this.
That just means you have all the time in the world to explore, right?
Everything's at a snail's pace, though.
Not everyone's as adventurous as you.
I know, but still, Earth has a lot to offer. My little green planet in this galaxy so far away from my own. For the longest time, we used to think you all were desolate.
Really?
Nothing here. We never experienced the flora you all have. We figured it had just completely overrun the planet, but you know.
One time, I had it explained to me that we were seen as orcs. How we see orcs in fantasy. Or barbarians.
Huh. Oh, primitive.
The space orc.
Space
Whatever
orc!
people call
Yes!
Some species do. Others, they would have liked to make contact with you all a long time ago, but they were more so worried about frightening you all, I guess. Not that you were primitive, but just that you weren't quite ready for it. I mean, that's why Demetrians never made contact, nor did we ever have plans to.
With what humans have done to other people on this earth, I don't quite blame them.
There's also that, but wars
Bit
everywhere.
Of a brighter topic change. What do you guys both have planned for in the next 2 days?
I don't have anything to do. I don't have B rank responsibilities. I just kind of
I don't think you
laze
got the
around
question. I
and
was
I've
trying to
been
ask if you already went shopping for yourself. Trying to get an outfit for.
You should come to the tailor with me. We'll make a whole day of it. We'll make a whole day of it.
Oh. No, just because you sound so excited, I guess I will.
Oh, just because I sound excited. You wound me, Tia.
No.
I got everything that I
I'd
need
love to. That'd be nice.
picked out.
Really?
Actually,
I cannot wait to see how you look.
Is the
old things?
It's an update or older outfit you're revisiting?
Oh, it's not even this out. It's not even the hero suit. I should have kept the cape though. Nah, then it would be too many like fabric things.
I think just a normal suit would be nice. I don't know.
I just know I want to go.
What do you think you're gonna?
It's something just elegant. You never really have many opportunities to dress up but also, no, I don't know.
That's fair. Well, I'm sure whatever you
Alright.
pick out will be lovely.
It's only been 13 minutes since everyone woke up. I'm gonna give them a bit more time.
All right.
All right.
But
Gosh.
I know that we're going to have a lot happening, and there's well over 400 people. So I'll also give a little
Oh boy.
explanation of the security if you'd like.
Sure.
Please.
Well, not only will we have normal security, we have a
Mhm.
bit of our own. Do you want to take any guesses?
I don't know. Did you hire? Did you
I didn't
the
hire anyone.
hires?
Someone
I mean,
volunteered.
technically, we're our own security.
Someone volunteered.
Who volunteered?
Are you gonna guess? Come on.
Don't say Johnny.
No, you're thinking too small.
We wouldn't
Too
take a C
small?
rank.
We're having A rank security. Arthur's gonna be scoping out the place.
Arthur. Oh.
What
But
have you
wouldn't he
forgot? He's
have to
here.
Also attend. No, I haven't forgot. I thought he was going to attend as a guest. I didn't think he'd be doing security.
He offered.
Shoot, all right.
He said that
Well,
his
good on him.
hero suit would mess up all the lights.
Sure.
Wouldn't that be the best reason to go then? In
don't-
costume?
What?
Yeah,
Mess up
messes all
lights
the lights. As
on
in,
purpose?
doesn't it like refract light? Wouldn't you want to go to?
Are you saying he'd want to be a disco ball?
That's
I mean, would that not look amazing?
Ah,
Isn't that why people go to galas to wear like these big, extravagant from what I know, most
He
people go to wear
also-
these huge, extravagant outfits, and you know.
he also thinks that would be best because he's the fastest out of all beyond me.
All right, fair enough.
Especially with us having.
he was faster than you?
I'm sure that he'd win if he tried to fight me.
We'll have to have a race.
I think that'd be nice. And whenever I talk to him about Henry, he goes, no, Henry would win.
But
But,
You know,
when it comes to flight, I'll beat both of them.
nah.
exactly. Not even a contest, I
So,
fear.
real quick as well, thinking about our little guest list, we have a good bit of different agencies, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Funny enough, I think that my main worry isn't even them. I'm more worried about the Ark's family visiting.
Right. Hmm.
And why were they invited?
Ark himself didn't, or at least did one for one of them.
Really?
Along with that, part of it is due to actual intercompany-ish questions. Mateo asked for them to be present.
Not
All
much
right.
we can do about that.
Indeed.
And they're high-ranking societally, so any
They
arguments
sell
or anything like that
support
is
gear.
just- Yeah.
We do take some of their sales after all.
Well, if we're worried about them causing a scene, then I doubt they would. Not at a public event like this.
Indeed.
As long as everyone from every side knows they have to play nice. That reminds me, people still don't know I'm alive, do they?
I thought I asked you to try and talk to your team about what to do for that.
I did, and we couldn't really come up with much. One was just a news post talking about, I guess, just everything that had happened about surviving and things like that, but I guess we could just do that.
I
I'll
hate
do
to
I
it.
just
say
don't
it.
know about any legalities.
You may have to do an interview.
Oh.
Oh, because you're dancing with the stars isn't enough.
Well, I made Tristan talk to everyone. I didn't do it.
Yes, but you were the one invited.
It was.
Hmm.
I can set up an interview.
I can see the headline now. If you want me to be your PI agent, the sun hasn't set yet for the eclipse.
No.
Strap back and stronger than ever.
Yeah, then they'll release a new line of action figures for me to celebrate my incredible comeback. I'm so excited. I'll talk to my.
I think that they've had some time to wake up.
I think they are.
Yeah, I think they're good. We do have that podcaster. I could always ask him when he's available.
Oh, don't demean
Team
yourself to go on a
Indignation
podcast.
and the unexpected. Are you able to meet up at main meeting room?
You know I
Both teams, team 1 and 4, please.
I wouldn't lower yourself to go on a podcast.
It feels like it'd be easier, and at least I kind of know the guy. I hate the media. Honest.
What you talking about?
Just
Morning.
Good morning.
Just,
weird situation.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm all right.
I didn't walk into anything, did I?
Just a meeting, I think, between
Mhm.
teams.
Do we need to be in costume for this, or
No.
am I-
It's
Mind
just a
terribly if
little
I sit
meeting
in? Go
due
ahead.
to some
If you
Doesn't
want.
seem like it's super
Private.
private, so you should be alright. Have a seat.
Mm, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
I know that there's
There's
other
a
members of
trash
Team
can
4 still present. Just gonna wait for them to give them an extra minute.
A couple of people are making their way over from medical.
Is Ren not in today?
No,
Probably not.
he's not. He got hit with the
And Hope's
affliction.
not either.
Alrighty.
No.
I wonder if this is what
Perfect.
happened.
I think that this is
think this
everyone for the day. I know
Is this
that
about the
Team
other
4 is
day?
still
Sure.
recovering to some extent,
Might be.
and I think that those two already brought up the reason as to it, why this is happening. We have a good bit of both teams either injured from the other day or not present, so we're going to be joining the two teams for the day. Any calls, you guys will be working as one group. Any questions?
Are we team 1/4 now?
in the expected?
I like indignation. I like indigestion more. What Toby said.
No,
Indigestion.
no.
Uh,
No.
Indispected.
Oh no.
I'll let you guys.
Team
This
five.
thing is really stuck on you.
I like team 5 more.
I'll let you guys come up with whatever you want to call the name. I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew who you all were working with and made sure that you guys could communicate. If there are any calls for you both.
Right.
Understood.
Who's the acting leader on Team 1 currently?
This guy.
Ashton.
I love
Do
the
you
vote
think
of
you're prepared
confidence.
to be the leader today, or would you need someone else to take the role?
I'll be fine. Nah, I'm goaded. I'll be fine. I thought she was talking
And
to me.
so for the smart decisions, I'm gonna be leaning to you and not.
Okay.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
What was that? No, that
I
sounded
don't know.
important.
Got a
What'd you
little
say?
lint in my ear. Don't worry about it.
Anything else,
You were the
sir,
one
that you
talking,
need
whatever.
from us?
That should be all.
Okay.
If you have any
Understood.
questions or anything, feel free to stick here. I'm going to be here for a good bit. I plan
Gotcha.
on having a meeting with Team 3 in a bit, but we have time for that.
Roger that.
Alrighty.
Have a good day, you all.
Good luck, guys.
It's a record
let
for the
us know
fastest meeting
anything.
so far.
Oh, dude.
I mean, Mox, we can make it longer if you want.
If you want to stay a little longer, I'm sure I would love to talk to you.
I'd gladly share my thoughts about the other day. Sure.
No, I'm very busy. Sorry, most of my team is injured and I have to pick up their slack. You know how it is.
Of course.
Time to do their work.
Did something happen yesterday that you weren't fond of?
Are you okay to be clear to go out and anything? Or would you rather want to?
Speaking
Red would probably be able to speak it a little bit better.
I trust
All
you.
right.
If any
Please.
extra healing's required, feel free to reach out.
Just make sure to at least be careful.
Understood. I will.
Good. I'd prefer that they take more proper rest and maybe stay at least a day out, but if there's one thing I learned, Ashton, is they're going to move when they want to move. I'm only going to interfere if it's going to the point where it's foolishness. And if they say they're able, I trust them.
Right.
Fair enough.
All right.
You do as you see fit for your team.
More or less. I try. So what's up with you three? Conglomerate of still bodies. Just relaxing, or is there
Technically,
something
I don't
going
really
on?
have a job right now, so yeah.
It's a pleasant surprise when I don't need anyone in my office, but I need something to do.
That's also very fair.
Well,
We were just
I
talking
was
about the
going
gala.
to... And I sat right in the middle of it. Sorry.
Ah, you're
Speaking of, do either of you plan on getting anything custom made?
Me? Oh.
Either of you.
I will have to see. I have plans potentially, but if the tailor comes through or not is a different story.
My apologies, ma'am.
not-
I don't believe I understand what you're
About
referring
the
to.
operation
Are
the other day, Tyr.
you attending the gala?
Their operation.
Do you plan to come
I wanted to
as
see
your
all of it.
best fancy self?
Probably all talking about it now.
Feel free to go for it, Halifax.
I mean, if it's a
I-
concern, you can always talk to us about it. Do our best to help.
Frankly, I don't want to go over.
Just a suit's fine as
My
well.
apologies. I did not. No. My apologies.
It's Red's team. And I'm hardly one to throw stones in a
I'm
glass
unsure
house,
if
but
the
I
Bureau would
want to speak on what happened.
ask for my attendance.
Well, what happened? I wasn't there, so.
Social
Well-
functions are not something I am particularly well trained in how to handle.
Flash's team. Which one? What name is that again? Of theirs, team?
Well, if you would like an invite, despite your superiors,
Unexpected was
you
deployed
have
for an
one.
operation a couple days ago. It's part of the reason why they're so battered up and injured right now.
I see.
Otsuka
I
and
can
were put
confirm
on
with you.
standby as additional
Right.
support in case things went sideways. They did.
Thank you, ma'am.
We were never
Of
called
course.
In fact, we were denied by the team to even assist.
Overall, you've been
We were
working
kept
well
on
with
standby
Satsuki.
for over an hour. And when
I
they
see it
come
from the
back,
side at
we
this
hear that
point,
there's
you're
been
almost-
sufficient million casualties. Their VIP has been lost.
You're almost wearing the
And almost the
Firebird
entire
logo
team
on
has
you
been
at least a
injured
little
in some
bit.
fashion.
I feel like from how you are, when you first came here to where you are now, you
I'll admit I was
I believe
very
I am
integrated as
angry
best
to
as possible.
start,
Well,
especially considering that resources were on standby.
yes. I was more thinking in the
Utilized.
metaphorical sense that
I
you've
can
integrated
remember a
well.
bit of my own arrogance and
My apologies, sir.
issues
I'm taking you're good.
early in my career.
Thank you, sir.
Hence the glass house
Of
analogy.
course.
Right.
I still think
I
it
suppose
needs
then
to
if
be
I can
talked
ask,
about,
what do you mean
though.
by custom made? Something
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
wear?
we
you
have to
said.
bring it up.
Of course.
Most I
Usually
can
to
say
these social
is,
functions, people go over the top.
I guess in the end,
I have my tailor. I offered
help,
for Tia, and I'll
that's their
offer to any of
decision.
you. She
I
does a
think
lot of
that
last minute
they're
work.
also ready to accept.
And also has the powder grow out anyone's hair, so if you need something cut or grown out
When it comes to
for your
turning
hair,
heroes
then
like
that can be
this,
done as well.
there are going to be times when they burn their hands on the stove. But
I know.
I'm
I know
unsure
what
if that'll
you
be
mean.
necessary
They should have called
or
for help and
possible
helped
on
keep
such
them
short notice.
deployed. If not you,
But again, I
or
will confirm with my
then
superiors.
another team.
Alright.
Civilians were
Only
lost.
thought
You said
I'd offer.
what?
I know
Pride?
that I will be going over the top
An
as this
assessment of
is
the situation?
my first social
That's
event.
not acceptable. They should
I
have,
don't know.
at the very least, if they didn't want help physically, they should
I
have
see.
asked for help to clear civilians. That's our main goal here when it comes to Firebird, is to keep
I know
people
it's not
safe.
for everyone.
And if we can't do that much, then what are we here for? Right?
Yeah. I'll admit, I might have lost my temper a little bit more than I should have. Not at anyone. Chris actually was a very good person to talk to about it, but it was...
It
I'm
would be
climbing the
good.
walls here, too.
Anyway, offers on the table.
I wanted to help.
I know what
Thank you, ma'am.
And to hear civilians got hurt in the process.
It's going to be
was so
interesting
much more.
to see what they have in store for you when it comes to these things, Sasha. What do you
It's
see yourself as
frustrating,
more
and
over the
it's
top, more simple?
unacceptable, like I said.
What do you think?
I hadn't gotten a chance to read the mission document, so hearing it from you is frustrating.
I do have my collection, but
I think it would be good to
a
talk
nice
to
healthy medium in between simple and over
Bear
the
in
top.
mind, I
Albert
am a...
about your concerns.
Something a little special.
And I need to look into this missing ID.
Maybe.
Missing ID.
Isn't that what you said? One of them lost their ID?
No, VIP.
And
They
what
were
about
extracting
you?
a scientist. It was something to do with that Olympus organization,
Me?
I think.
I see.
I mean, the same ways as in magic. I mean, I enjoy a good surprise, so
I
I'll see what
don't-
there is to offer.
It's not my place to come down.
Again,
as much as
I'm pretty sure compared to other people, it will be
You're in a weird
just
gray
another
area.
outfit, so I wouldn't be too surprised.
I just see them making the same mistakes that I did. That I
Can't
still
wait to see
sometimes
what
do,
everyone
and I
shows up
just-
in.
Personally, I think when it comes to you talking to the team
Can't
directly,
wait to see other
that's a
fashion
gray area
statements.
that I
Yes,
would tread on.
Atsuki, what can I
Because
do for you?
unfortunately,
If
you
I may
don't have
ask,
jurisdiction over them.
The
However,
VIPs from yesterday. Did you
your
still wish for me to keep an
experience
eye
and
on
your
them?
know-how is valuable to them. So regardless, I
The
think that you
VIPs
should still,
themselves
as stated
are
and as
going
you
to
said you
be-
would, is talk to Albert.
It's
about
going
the
to be a more permanent
about your
issue. Again,
concerns.
such things are not going to
They
simply
should-
get
but
like
coming
stay
from
away unless we
me,
get
what
proper
I would do as a
confirmation on the
B rank in
matter.
this situation,
For now,
the teams know that civilians
keep a
are their
distant
top priority.
eye.
And
If you
keeping them
notice
safe.
anything, feel free to inform us. But
It
else,
makes me wonder, though, what
do not
went
engage
wrong
unless
to
there is
that
a threat
point
of
that
them
they lost
being
lives.
taken, so to say.
I don't know
I'd like to
exactly
review
if
their
they were...
footage.
Understood, sir.
Me
Thank
too.
you.
Distant
Honestly,
watch,
I might pipe up
not
here,
over their shoulder.
but...
Go ahead. But
Yes, sir.
gather your evidence first beforehand.
Sorry, I just tuned back in. Were you talking about...
About the people who are being hunted by that organization? Yes.
Is that what he meant?
Oh.
Is that what he meant by VIP?
No, I think we're talking about two separate things. Sorry, Lindwyrm. I meant to talk about the situation that happened the other night with the deployment. Your team.
Go ahead.
Look. Ultimately, it's their call whether we get called in or not. But they made the wrong one. Civilians got hurt. VIP was lost. They're all hurt, either emotionally, physically, or both. They should have called us in. Hell, we stood on standby outside the building for what, half an hour? An hour? Not a peep. Nothing. Only for them to come back injured. Talking about civilian casualties. I know it's your team, and I know you trust them. And I know as much of this is motivated by me climbing the walls since coming here. I don't know what to do.
The one aspect of growth I've learned and I've seen as a hero is also understanding your own limits. The thing what I regret, yes, is the civilian casualties. That is the thing that's been eating up the most in the entire situation. And I'm very certain it hits them as well, even if you cannot see it. I've had conversations with Ashton, and they are not taking it well. But the thing is also, our job, specifically, is to teach them, to make them understand how to properly function, and how to go through protocols. And if they say that despite the fact that we had both you and her on the standby to assist, if they say they can handle it, if they say they cannot do it, even out of a trust issue, again, you heard the news. You understand that it is also potentially a Star Knight co-issue. But it's happening right now. It is a very bad timing situation. Do I believe that if the entire leak wouldn't have been an issue, that there might have been more trust in the matter? Yes. I believe they would have taken you, and I had no problem with it.
Frankly, I don't even care about me. What about Atsuki?
What about her?
She wasn't subject to the leak. I could have at least called her if there was really a question of that. That wasn't the problem. The problem was their confidence and their inability to properly assess the situation, even in the moment.
And you and Atsuki would, what, come in and save everyone? Be better than their team? This personal mission for them that you would just be stepping into?
Civilians got hurt. I don't know if we would have probably been able to help. I don't know what would have happened. But what I do know is that there were 2 experienced heroes or operatives on standby. And they were allowed to sit while people got hurt.
Like I was saying,
is what I have
we don't
umbrage
know.
with.
We don't
Right,
know the
Duke.
specifics. Like I said, we need to review footage before pointing all of our fingers at them. If it was their fault, and that's something they need to improve on. But like I said, we need to get all sides.
That's why I wanted to bring it up here. It's why I didn't tear a strip off of any of them when they came in. Partially because it's not my jurisdiction. That's your duty.
It is.
But the other is I didn't know all the facts, and I know I can come off as a bit
blunt,
abrasive. Yeah. Hence why I bring it up here. I apologize if my temper is getting the better of me in the words that I choose. I just don't like seeing people get hurt.
Do you think any of them do?
No. No.
There's one thing you need to also understand, Lance. When it comes to the matter of everything, people will get hurt. People will die. No matter how much we try, it should not happen. But there will be possibilities of such happening. I've put my trust in them, that they can hold their ground. They can do stuff even without both of you. And as I've told you, and you've probably noticed, the moment they rejected both of you, I made sure to join them. And I've seen them fight. One of the main reasons also why you, as well as Atsuki, wasn't going to be around is specifically
Teams, please meet at the engineering bay whenever possible. Thank you.
Was going to be too huge. Having you and Atsuki both show up, even at a distance, might have also potentially caused the entire thing, which was supposed to be something that is done in a hush-hush manner. I'm going to be blunt with you. Do you think you can be quiet within your device? You're not making a dynamic entry, but you're certainly not going to be quiet. The point is, they went in with the power and the teamwork that they have at hand, and they fought well. The problem was that despite everything, they made their own mistakes, and they will learn from said mistakes. The only thing we can do is to make sure that if they should not understand their mistakes, is that they'll be put right in front of them. And if they do not understand that, then there are other issues on the table. It's that simple.
This is why you're the instructor, Red.
Was I mad about the fact that both of you were rejected by that? Absolutely. I think it was a stupid decision. I think, yes, with both of you, the entire situation might have turned better. But the one thing I need to do is that people, and heroes specifically, need to learn from their own mistakes. My job is to point them in the right direction, help them when they need it, and if they break, to be there to pick them up. Other people might go a little bit more stiff on their education and make sure that people are being told that they're supposed to react specifically and set protocol with everything. But the problem is when they do that, they can only act out the protocol. They cannot get creative with their solving problems. If something is not within the books, they do not know how to react. And I think if there's one thing about creativity and how to handle specific things, that I feel like out of everyone here, you have something to understand that. Isn't it, Mr. Rebel?
I was just about to say the fact that I hate how much I agree with you on that. Considering how much I'm sounding like Grim right now, the irony isn't lost on me. Hell, I think we had this exact conversation at some point. You and me flipped. Here I'm. Maybe the old man had rubbed off on me a little bit more than I thought. I take what you mean. I get it. I do. And I agree with, like, pretty much all of it. I just thought I'd bring it up.
No. I understand. You're not happy about what happened. You understand about the loss. And believe me, I'm in the same boat with you. But in the end, it has happened. People should not be treated like pawns. People should not be treated as understandable, losses, so to say. Every life is valuable. But the one thing we also need to understand, if the milk is spilled, it is spilled, and the only thing that we can do is wipe it up.
I know plenty about. Fair. Damn, you're good at this. God damn it, you're good at this.
And for the record, Lance, I'm going to make this very clear. The only person who is allowed to give any sort of flack about how they handle themselves within their team and their performance is me.
I know.
And Sasha and the other B ranks.
If it comes up, I'll offer my insights from my own personal experience. That's it.
Good. One should not throw stones when they're sitting in the glass house, huh?
That's pretty much how I opened the conversation with Tyr. I know.
You have a good head on your shoulders despite everything, but understand there is
Really?
nuance. And that might be lost to some.
That was meant to be muted.
I'm gonna go work on them. Thanks, Red. You too.
Always, Lance. As I said, I understand his concern. I'm also not happy how they handled themselves. There were absolutely mistakes. The teamwork was off. But I'm also not going to beat them repeatedly over the head if they know they made the mistakes. They learned already. They just need to learn from it.
They've faced enough loss and they've learned more than anyone. And simply put, I'm angry with someone from another agency coming in and telling them where they went wrong. When they know that themselves. Just digging in the wound deeper.
That's also part of what our job is. We need to make sure that if other heroes are very loud and opinionated about how they went wrong, if they want to give criticism and helpful advice, it's not the issue. But if they start digging their hands in and are starting to get more aggressive or even violent about it, that's the point where we step in and we tell them to step the fuck off our turf. It's that simple. All these C-ranks, all these heroes are under our judgment and our tutorage. And if there should be any mistake, then they can talk to us about it. I know all of these are adults, they're not children, but in the end, this is almost like back in school. You cannot blame for someone who does not know. I just really hope Ashton and the others are not treating themselves too roughly. They should, but I worry more about the fact that some of them are... Especially people like Ashton tend to be very merciless to themselves. And again, internalizing every single mistake, spinning it around them over and over and over again. They don't know how to... They don't know how to learn on the aspect of letting go. And that's still something I kind of need to figure out and how to address.
It's personally one of the hardest lessons to learn. If you believe she needs to be sent to my office, you can, but just...
I have told every single one of them who might have an issue that if they need to talk, I am there. But I'm also not a professional that is more within your region. I can be there as a friend and as a mentor to help them out, point them in a direction, but if it's something that is more deep-rooted, if anything, that's in your territory, not mine. Anybody who tries to step into that role specifically without having the proper education might just end up making it worse. And I'm not going to take that risk with any one of them.
Right.
In the end, for me, it is also more important not just to check on them, but also to check on my fellow colleagues. And with you taking such a heavy burden on your shoulders, I do want to check in that you're okay as well. I hope others have been a little bit more pleasant to you.
And why are we turning this back onto me? This started because your colleague threw a tantrum.
And 9 times out of 10, if there's any colleague who is going to throw a tantrum, it most likely is going to be up on your desk. Tell me, Sasha, unless this is confidentiality that you cannot open up on, in the last week, how many cases? And I don't mean the big ones that are going to involve Halifax or any of them. We're talking about the minor things, even the things where someone talked the wrong way, microaggressions, whatever it may be. How many?
Surprisingly, only 3 open cases.
That is definitely progress from what it was in the past.
But
That also means you have a lot more time for yourself, doesn't it?
And I hate it, but it also means people could be keeping to themselves because they know the big bad dragon's out to get them.
Big bad dragon, a funny lizard, whatever people want to call it. It's... In the end, what matters is that, yes, this is your job. You work in HR. And you are live to every single piece of shit moment that happens here. And despite everything, no matter how much of a hard shell or scales you want to have, Sasha, you're still yourself. That's why I'm specifically saying, how much are you taking care of yourself? And don't give me, well, I'm trying, well, you know, it could be better. No. Let's call a spade here.
The normal amount.
A normal amount for you? Or a normal
In general.
amount
I hate I have to specify.
I have seen enough people who are going down the line of, oh yeah, I'm doing pretty fine for myself, and then they end up only 2 hours a day of sleep, maybe even no sleep at all, overworking themselves because they're throwing themselves at every single problem imaginable. Does that ring a bell for someone?
I don't hear any bells.
Good.
I don't know at all what you're talking about.
Then we need to schedule an appointment with the ear doctor. The point is still... Strange question. If you had the chance to visit any place in the world, again, a perfect place where you could just relax, even for 2 hours, what place would that be?
This is quite the question because I can fly anywhere I want to. Anytime.
That is true. But knowing your scheduling, it probably... How long cross-Atlantic would it take?
Right. Going back home wouldn't hurt, or going back where I found Simone in the French countryside.
Home was...
Wales.
I know we had a conversation. I know you're... Wales. To be fair, I mean, the wide open plains, to be fair, that's always been a relaxing place as well.
Mm-hmm.
Visited once with some colleagues when it came to a small case in Scotland.
Should visit Caernarfon once, or at least once in your life.
Any specific areas in Wales?
I just my hometown Caernarfon. It has the stronghold and the major site for cryptozoologists to gather, and that site for a lot of monsters, I guess. If you could consider me as such.
Oh no, believe me. That has been... I mean, cryptozoology in itself is... With certain entities is definitely closely related to the research when it comes to magic as well. So I understand that part fully. I think... how the day goes, we'll have to see. For now, I think my advice that I can give you is make a list of what you enjoy. Again, I think the best thing we can do as heroes, as researchers, especially in the line of work that we have, is really do have access to a bucket list. Because let's face it, how life is, and I think even if I do not mind being so blunt with you, Atsuki, I think even in your business, you've probably had your own cases where it's been dangerous. We don't know what could ever happen. We could have a nice day today. Tomorrow could be another meteor. Tomorrow could be Samuel. Tomorrow could be the end of the world. So all we can do is enjoy the time that we have here.
I appreciate you trying to play therapist to the therapist.
Don't, I've told you, I'm not here to do any therapy shit. That's your line of work. I'm trying to be here for a friend.
Thank you.
I'm gonna be needing to check up on some people. Take as much time as you need before you start throwing yourself back into the next paper pile. Okay?
All right.
Sir,
Agent.
if I may speak personally towards Lance's statements.
Absolutely. Feel
I
free to.
disagree with them. His anger over the situation, I feel, is unjustified. You made a judgment call. And while I am equally disappointed in the loss of life, it is your team, and you stood by their choice. I take no issue with this.
I appreciate the honesty. Just... both sides have valid points. A life is precious. Yes. It's why we do our work. But as I also said, and as you said yourself, the trust is what mattered to me. I trusted my team's call. They didn't come through fully. They learned from it. And they're growing. And as a teacher, if the students are growing, that is all I could ask for. I know I have not been the most effective role model when it comes to being a B rank. But I'm doing better. By the end of it, I hope at least that I can be as good as the others. For the time being, I can find my own way to improve here and there.
In situations such as these, the responsibility often falls upon leadership.
It does. That's why I'm saying also that if there's anybody who's upset at the call that was made, as much as Ashton wants to take the blame on their shoulders and wants to throw themselves in there saying it's their fault, I could have put my foot down. I could have said, I demand, unless you or Lance join the situation, you're not leaving the HQ. But again, I trusted them. They've delivered fully to the trust. They just fell short against the enemies that were there. Again, I followed them. I've seen them. They fought valiantly. I was there the entire time, and if it would have escalated, or even if people would have gone for either Roxy or anybody else, I would have jumped in. If they don't trust you, if they don't trust Lance, they're going to trust me, and I'm going to be standing by their side. But enough theatrics, therapy, whatever you want to say it. My point is more, is there anything else I can do for both of you before I'm going to be throwing myself out back to work?
No, sir.
Of course.
Don't
Sasha?
be too hard on yourself, Albert.
I don't need to do that myself. I think that's your job, if anything. Do enjoy yourself.
Glad we at least have the same opinion on Lance's comments.
I did not appreciate him speaking on my behalf.
I believe hardly anyone would, especially with that delivery.
My superiors may speak for myself as a professional, and in this case, that was a situation where my superiors could speak for me, or I may speak for myself. He is neither of these.
Well, regardless, know your input is appreciated, especially when, if I may be blunt, someone's being an ass.
Understood, ma'am. I gave my observations to Mr. Redwall. What he decides to do with those observations are his choices. His team is under his supervision and care, not mine.
I mean, officially, he is the one supervising, but you will watch over them now.
As was requested of me. However, the weight of responsibility falls upon him. And while I will do what I can to assist him, as I was instructed.
Well, still, you get what I'm trying to say. You're a watchful eye here more than anyone. At least, not more than me, as much as I try to be. Do you want to grab a drink from the cafeteria?
I actually wish to check on Ashton, if that's all right, ma'am.
Of course. I'll catch back up with you soon.
If you would like it.
I would appreciate it.
If you need anything, ma'am, feel free to call.
Thank you. Fucking assholes.
Maybe you're missing an aspect about it. Maybe, like, again,
Yeah,
sort
I mean,
of
you're gonna be brain rot shit all the
protected
time.
shielding without your throat area.
If not, the advice that I can give you is that we maybe find a way to create
specific ingestible oils that will help coat your inside of your throat potentially. It would have to probably be adjusted properly to your body, and also depending on the contents, to also need to check for allergies, if not possible long-term damages, depending on the substances we might use. But again, general advice is if you can't protect your throat like that, find a way to ease the pain. Probably also be a case with... Go ahead.
I did find out recently that it's apparently due to a genetic modification. I thought it was just something that all gators had, but someone told me that it was actually a genetic modification to me. So I don't know if they just maybe forgot to add.
You said Toby was looking into it, right? Like he was researching it with you. So
Yeah,
ask
well,
Toby.
he was trying to figure out. Oh, that's a good idea, actually. So he wanted to figure out how to make it work.
An empty stomach is a bad idea.
Other teams that we're gonna be working with.
I've been there.
Toby does genetic modification.
I've not.
Oh my god, I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. Pausing the recording.
Those grievances were mine. And if anything, it was just to air out frustration more than anything. The points are made. I know, I understand all of it, and I know Red will work to correct everything, but
I can't say I know exactly your frustration, but I know something similar to it. Do not bring it to that team. Bring it to myself or Halifax. That is all I may ask with
Yeah.
you, no matter how much trouble you may have with authority.
Most of my trouble with authority is people telling me to do things and to shut up when I ask one. So that's a very reasonable request.
All right.
Yeah, I know. I will. If they ask, I'll share my own experiences. You had yours.
You have yours.
Reckless action. Yeah, a lot of hurt people hurt before. So. They'll get through it. They'll be better for it, and that's all that matters. Anyways, I have taken up far too much of your time.
It's quite all right.
One more thing. Not about any of that, just all this. The sewers.
What about them?
Halifax is making it out to be pretty bad. Proper apocalypse bad. You trust your teams here. You think we're all enough?
We have Star Knight involved, and with the gala, we'll keep everyone updated, but I trust them more than anything. If that'll bite me in the ass, I can't quite determine yet.
Alright. I can work with that. I have some friends. I think that might be coming to the gala. And see if I can get them to pitch in.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to tell you to sit down and shut up, but I'm going to ask you kindly to not start any shit at the gala.
Who, me? Yeah.
Star Knight in general, but you.
Fair. I can't speak for any of my compatriots. When I'm the reasonable person in the room, that's when you know you've got trouble. Why? Who's coming? They haven't even told us.
Well, you and Zen. Hold on, let me bring up the list on my watch. I can't speak for any of AIM. You know, the trouble they'll cause. But
yeah, I know them.
There's, of course, Mateo and Ida, but also you and Zenko and Helios, and that. I know nothing of Helios. But all I can ask is you play nice. I can't say anything to AIM, because they're not around. But I'll be sure to warn them at the door.
What, of us? Come on. Not to do anything bad. Yeah.
As much faith as I have in Firebird, we have some members that are a little rough around the edges.
You don't say.
I know. But I'm having to send out a memo right before the gala about rage baiting. So you see the position I'm in.
Memo in the medical or engineering bay on what was it? Proper workplace ways to talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm
That
starting to see a
was
little trend.
Addix's idea, actually.
Oh.
I picked it up quite well there.
Yeah. Right. Eh. The only other people I know that's coming to the gala are a couple of friends of mine from Japan. Hana Association. I think they're still with that already.
That
Beyond that.
will be troublesome because of the recent news.
Why?
The leak.
Yeah. Well, all of us have been burnt by that association. Well, myself included with Star Knight. Is there any word at all where that came from?
Not on my end.
I'm at least pleasantly surprised that you all consider that I didn't do it. So thank you. I didn't, by the way. But, you know, I thought I'd get grilled more for that.
I'll be aware of that, but I think it didn't line up quite right, at least from what Halifax thinks. But I can't speak on his behalf.
Yeah. Well, the people involved in the investigation I was helping from the get-go. If there was going to be a leak from us, there'd be far more information in there. Couldn't have been from our side. Which means somewhere in Japan or in Star Knight or something. Frankly, this isn't the first time Star Knight has been involved in something that is, well, false. Linda. I don't know how, but I think most of the information of that trial was doctored.
Well.
And that makes 2 instances of Star Knight being involved in either really bad information security or something. I shouldn't speak ill of my employer. Let's just leave it at that.
Right.
Anyhow, thanks, Lindwyrm, and I appreciate you hearing me out.
I appreciate you sitting through my sob story.
I asked.
Oh. Thank you for your apology. I'm sure you're busy.
I've got very little to do. Until we're deployed for the sewers, I'm researching, repairing my mech for the 15th time, and climbing the walls. So that's why I'm a little twitchy when it comes to any action.
Rub some shoulders with some of the C-ranks here. Get in contact with your tailor if you haven't already for the gala.
That's the people who came in for that I did do.
All right.
I've got something in the works. I think Zenko is looking it over. I'm curious as to what that would entail. But yeah, I've gotten to know a few of your number. They're good folks.
Good.
Okay. Let's see if I can squeeze 0.1% more power out of this thing.
All right. See you.
Before I do that. Oh, there's 2 of you.
Yeah.
Not everything is just aura and hype moments.
I know it's not everything, but also I know villains.
Mox incoming. They are in very critical condition.
Yeah, Mox is dead. Anyways, what are you trying to find?
She's like just checking if everything lines up previously with every other medical document,
mainly about DNA makeup and a little bit of brain stuff.
Everything seems fine. Everything lines up to how it previously was. But with this new knowledge that you've had with yourself, the DNA side just seems nearly too perfect. As if this would be what a textbook definition of a person would be. Copied near 1-to-1 almost, if that makes sense. Fundamentally, you are human.
An overly ordinary human.
I knew that he kept my body in perfect condition, but is this not?
Okay, I'm back. Anything else, real quick?
I don't believe so. Thank you.
Good luck, sailor.
Council is adjourned.
The council meeting has been adjourned.
Oh my god.
Okay, that bit's over. Okay, maybe Albert has a point, which sucks to admit. If I'm going to live for quite a long time, I want to go everywhere. Back home, where they found my egg. Everywhere. What? I'm going to pretend I don't see that, because I probably don't. Is he trying to weigh me down? Oh, shit.
Is everything okay, Sasha?
Oh, everything is alright, or as alright as it can be.
Okay.
Are
You
you
say it
alright?
3 times in a row means that I'm pretty sure that after the 4th time I'm gonna start believing you.
Not Beetlejuice rules.
Sadly not. I work on different rules, but is everything okay? Are you waiting for somebody?
Sitting with my thoughts in the moon. Being cheesy.
I mean, I do like myself a little bit of a cheesy story, but my question is more again. Is the seat taken?
Hold on. No, it's not.
Listen, that might be big, but I can make space if it needs to be. It's okay. The wings didn't bother me.
Just hearing about what happened today. And some other things, and just sitting with it.
What is it that you heard? You talking about Mox?
Mox. Olympus. Ramping up right before the gala. And something Laz brought up a while back, and I don't know why it's bothering me so much now.
What's up with Laz?
It made a joke about how when everyone else is dead and gone and has their flowers picked out for the funeral, me, myself, and a few others will still be kicking around to keep on their memory. And it's hit hard before, but I don't know why so badly now.
In the end, mortality and death and the likes is... It's natural, of course, but specifically in this business, it comes quicker than others may think. So I understand. And some people take that realization by making jokes. Others go self-destructive behaviors, and others just kind of eat it up and accept it. Everybody's different. I know that myself for damn sure. I mean, heaven forbid. Not like I've never said a good dark joke on the aspect of death before in my life, so... It's... I do worry about Laz, though. He is... He's confident in his words. He does believe them. But
Sorry.
Mm.
Have you seen Dharma?
Dharma? No, why?
I think he's having an episode. But it was real.
What do you mean it was real?
I saw him in a corner holding his head. When I approached, I saw the haze of a figure, and Atsuki saw it too.
A figure?
I don't know.
Where is he right now?
Dog attributes. I have no idea. I don't know where Dharma is, and the figure melted into the wall.
I'll fly.
I don't know if he
You take the high ground. I'll look through the streets.
I don't know if he left the building, so please be careful.
You look, Angel, you look through the building. Lindwyrm, you take the general skylines if you see anything on top of buildings. I'm gonna take a look around the streets.
We'll continue this talk. You've gone and made everything about yourself, haven't you, Sasha? You have something to lose now. You have memories to lose. That's why you're upset. But you don't want to admit that. You're so emotional nowadays, Sasha. Could it be since her... No. Maybe. You're taking on too many students for a teacher that's failed them before. And I think you're really close to having actual friends. God, you're a fucking loser. Adult reaching her late 50s. And don't even have any friends. You're finally making them. You can't fail another hero. You got to your back, but no one else. Gotta find Emma. They seriously never got this patched up. Need to send a team over here. Help with the rebuilding. Olympus is at our coattails.
I had a nice little talk with your Dharma. Oh. Hello?
Ignore the man in your head, Sasha. Come on, Sasha, you can't fail another. You can't fail another. Come on, Sasha. You're a strong dragon, and you can make it. Get your old bones up there.
I was able to catch up with you.
What?
Rest up, you're good. Again, Angel was on comms. I'm not sure if you heard it. They found him, he's in the science room. They're taking care of him now.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright.
Deep breath, Sasha. He's good.
You don't need to call me like a speak to us. I'm alright.
Trust me, I've seen enough other people who start, adrenaline's pumping. It's fine. Just sit down. It's okay.
I think that's the fastest I've flown in a while.
Feel a little bit alive.
Little.
Flown.
Flown.
Okay. How are we feeling?
Where were we?
I'm popping him back in as Henry.
It doesn't matter.
My gut instincts want to tell me that was Halifax.
It was.
Then I don't need to worry. Unless there was a resounding comedical splat noise, I think we'll be fine.
He's a sloppy pilot, but he can stick a landing. Don't tell anyone I said that.
A secret between me and HR. Don't worry too much. But you said you had a lot of things on your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Mox. Mox will be fine. They have Tyr. They have Monty's notes with everything. They have Lance as well. Yes, Lance can be an asshole sometimes, but he knows his shit when it comes to tech.
Don't worry. He apologized.
Mm-hmm.
For his brash behavior in the morning.
That's how he is. Kicks down the door first, and when people realize it's got hinges, that's when he starts apologizing profusely. It's one of the reasons why some of the people enjoyed his company and Star Night Co. Because he wasn't like the rest, always going by the book or, you know, being a stickler for rules. It's also one of his worst traits, in my opinion, but, you know, some of the ladies enjoy it.
I'll trust what you say.
But as much as I don't want to talk to you like you're a spooked horse, as you say yourself, I mean, I'm not an idiot either. I'm not an idiot either, Sasha. What's going on?
God, if any of this gets out, I will throw you off of this building myself.
I'll probably stick the landing like Halifax does, but I'll take the thread. Well, I mean, if you're a little bit more comfortable with it, you can fly higher if you want.
You're not sure. No sea ranks
Yeah,
overhearing.
choice, if you're worried.
It's just pathetic.
We all are in our certain ways. It's okay.
Still gonna
choose
fly.
the building, I'll follow.
There we go. No seating, but it's a good alternative.
I mean, anything is seating if you got a sensible place to, you know? Plus, listen, I might be wearing a tie and got a vest, but I'm still human. I'm not an idiot. I can sit down wherever the fuck I want.
Well,
Go ahead.
Just simple as I've got something to lose now with being at Firebird, and I hate it.
It's a
And I've
feeling
heard,
I'm also familiar with.
I've
Go on.
heard so many different tales of dragons that have lived ancient lifetimes that I've met trying to understand myself. I don't want this to be a blip.
You're not a blip. It's also not a blip, the entire thing. It's... When people are used to the fact that they've kind of been running solo for a while, people need to adjust in many ways, more than one. Like you said yourself, you have something to lose now. When I was doing smaller researches by myself in my old home, back in my family's attic, I mean, I was technically a one-man show either. Yeah, I had my parents, but you try to explain to them the aspects of how to properly set up a magic rune and to cast a fireball, They didn't really care too much. They supported me, they just didn't care. So the moment you actually get a team, I work together with Starnet Co., work together with my old mentor, it's a lot. Because now you feel like you actually have people who are on the same mindset as you. You'd be a little different, more brash, but certainly not alone.
It's different, but I'm already thinking thousands of years ahead. I don't want to forget any of this. The hurt included.
The hurt is... As weird as it is, I think it's the most important part. Uh-oh.
What happened?
Present. I'm heading out immediately. We have the rough city block before I start getting shot at. Heading out to handle that now. Just letting you know where I'm going. Tyr's going to be being overwatched for me.
Understood. Do you need us
Got it.
present anywhere?
Not at all. Just letting you know where I'm headed. I'm not giving them time to evac.
Do you need us to
Understood.
remain in the building?
No. Just wanted to make sure that someone that wasn't just here knew where I was headed.
Yes, sir.
Understood.
I'll be back by dawn at the very least. City's already in
Hit him hard,
contact.
Phoenix. Hit him hard. Never a quiet moment.
Where was this early in the day?
Swear to God, next time someone interrupts both of us, I'm just gonna say we're gonna go to my office, I'm gonna lock the door, and I'm gonna put a seal on it to make sure nobody's fucking doing anything with it.
Knowing them, it wouldn't stop him. Oh, Mr. Redwall, I have a magic question. That, I don't care how haggard or how sick you are, I'm going to ask.
We have a library in the magic room, we have Baba Yaga who's available, and I'm very certain there's enough people. Shit, at a certain point, people need to realize that I'm not the only horse in this race.
I for your own sanity, I wish they'd realize that.
Listen, if there's anybody's sanity I'm worried about currently, it's more yours, more than mine. Look, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is... Yes, I've said it multiple times at this point. This branch of Firebird is a lot more lax than Star Knight Co. That does not mean that there's people, need help. I'll help them out wherever I can, and it's my job.
Mm-hmm.
Again, before I came here, there's only so much, some people didn't even know the difference between mundane and occultic magic. Again, I'm here to help fill out the gaps that were necessary. And if it makes me tired, if I don't sleep, so be it. If I can help one hero out there who understands magic a little bit better so they can actively know the difference between a fireball and a disintegration ray, I'll gladly take that time out of my day. I feel like you would do the same thing if you had more knowledge.
But when that fills your entire day, who is there to support you?
The coffee machine, for one. My other colleagues I can vent to about the aspect that some people are way too lax with dangerous things, even though you tell them multiple times not to touch the thing that could cause irreparable damage to them. I mean, like I said, that's also one of the main reasons why I'm here talking to you now, isn't it? Who do you have? And I don't mean who do you work with. When the day's up, do you have anybody at home to talk to? I'm sorry, I understand also if that was a little bit too close on these matters. Sorry, I didn't mean that. Look, we carry our baggage with us wherever we go. Laz has people in this team. I have my colleagues at Star Knight Co. if it needs be. Tyr has Halifax and the others, and Halifax has them. I guess I didn't really hear about you in a while.
I don't entirely know how to answer this. What really your I
guess, who do you talk to when you're stressed? When people are not like me who are approaching you, do you have anybody else to talk to?
God, you're really making me sound lonely.
Oh, I'm sorry if that's the case. It was not my intention. Like I said, Sasha, I apologize. Redwall, you're being... maybe I'm saying this the wrong way. Like I said,
I talk to Tia sometimes. I'm starting to talk to Laz. I'm starting to talk to you.
For me, it's just... Go on, please. Please by all means interrupt me. I feel like the more I open my mouth, I'm just gonna make myself more look like a fucking idiot.
Other than that, it's just... If one dares to count them, just me and my geckos at home.
You have geckos at home?
Yes.
What type of geckos?
Leopard geckos.
Pretty cute.
But yes, I have quite the rich company when it comes to lizards. People, not so much.
I mean, nowadays, selective company is necessary. Again, secrets, things we don't tell people. Heaven forbid, if you get yourself involved in the deep shit, you're going to end up with an NDA as well, where, you know... I guess I'm just...
God forbid they die on the field.
Wouldn't be the first time that happened to me. Listen, we all got our own history.
Wouldn't be the last.
We can hope it is. Every day we can hope it is, but probably not. But hope dies last. The point is, I try my best to have a general pulse on the well-being of all the other B ranks. Due to your own busyness, the fact that you scatter yourself around, due to, again, heaven forbid, you're still probably the only HR person that we have here. Again, that's why I wanted to kind of grab you at some point to see how you're doing.
It's...
Because you're a kind soul, Sasha, and I don't want you to just corrode with your own worries.
Thankfully, lately I've been feeling a lot of support from you and Atsuki and Laz that I consider you all friends. Same as Tia. I don't want you to make it your personal mission to make sure that I'm still sane.
It's not a mission. If it would be a mission, I'd probably be 24/7 checking up on you, calling you, and that. You're still an adult woman. I'm not going to treat you like a child.
Thank you.
Maybe a scared horse if you start being a little bit worried, but not like a child. Yeah, it's a lot. I understand.
All I ask is don't treat me like a child and don't treat me like a monster. That's all I ask of you.
Why would somebody treat you like a monster is my question.
Who I used to be, what I am. Simple.
Yeah, some people might see the tail, some people might see the horns, some people might see the wings, but... And? You are who you are. And honestly, from what I've seen so far, you're very enjoyable company, so I don't think there's any issue.
Thank you.
And just be sure to also tell if there's anybody... Even if you're HR, yes, you can handle your own fights, but... if people like Adox give you issues, say anything, feel free to tell me. I'll put them in a headlock.
I think I would have to report that.
I'll take that deal.
Oh my. You asked me earlier about bucket list destination.
Mm-hmm.
You probably have the ability to teleport wherever, but where would you go?
Where would I go? I mean, to be fair, as much as somebody is able to open up a portal, there's still a lot of places I've not gone. If I want comfort, probably the same as you, just go back home. Talk with my parents, see what they've been up to. What about dream locations? I wouldn't be mad going to Australia. I know it sounds weird, but I think it's the mystery of the outback itself. Again, dangerous places. You don't really know what's out there. Again, it's kind of the case, same as magic, where you see the unexplored or the uncharted, and it's that urge to sort of dig your head right in.
I could admire that, but then why wouldn't you just go into space? That's uncharted. That's uncertain.
It is. But I don't know, I feel like I'm too attached to what I have here to just take that much of a distance.
Mm.
I wouldn't mind, distant planets, taking a flight. And then again, light year travel, though, it also means that by the time I arrive on my goal and the time I get back, life here has changed. For worse, for better. It's... As much as I would love the idea to explore space, there's so much left to discover here. Maybe not in my lifetime. Maybe not in your lifetime. By the time my heartbeat stops, I want to have created enough and explored enough to help other people start their own goals, start their own lives. Especially in magic. It's so unexplored. We've made leaps and bounds when it comes to that, but even then we're still scratching the surface on everything. I guess, I don't know, maybe I want to prepare the next generation to continue onward. I'll probably do this until I die or make the wrong step, but who knows? I mean, when it comes to lifespan and the likes, what do you see yourself doing in the future? I don't mean near future, I mean distant future. Do you think you'll still be doing this till the very end?
As long as there are people to teach. If the next generation of heroes, I'll always continue trying to help them. It's why I came to Firebird in the first place, is to prevent them from facing situations I faced. And I couldn't quite do that. But at least I can help them recover. And that's all I could ask.
Be the pillar.
That I do. Yeah. And I think I'd be a pillar for as long as I could. And you know, apparently my kind are supposed to be very territorial, so I'd probably be watching over Statera for a while.
If that's the case, then I think Statera is going to be very fine and dandy for the next couple of years.
Can only hope.
You say that, stuff that happened to you. What happened to you, like before Firebird and everything?
Hold. Sorry, I heard a very concerning sound.
You're fine.
I kind of glossed over it, I guess, at Tilly's. Just a little. It's just a lot. And I don't think you really want to dig into that right now.
I have the time, but it's your choice.
I feel like it's the Sasha show right now with how many questions how much I'm talking about myself.
The way how I see it, you're very fun to talk to, so yeah, it pretty much is the Sasha show right now.
Oh, God.
To be fair, you can also send me any questions back. Heaven forbid, I'm also talkative.
You know, I don't remember your reply when we were all crowded in that booth. What was your worst incident, if I'm going to go over mine?
I have a couple that would be on that list, I can tell you that. When it comes to hero work, you guys have a lot of things on your plate. But it still feels relatively, I guess maybe predictable is the word. Again, people are in many cases readable, predictable, maybe, but with magic there's anything could be a trip mine. Anything could be causing people harm. It needs to be calculated. Chances. Sometimes blind luck. It was in 2012. Was near Frankfurt. I was brought onto by Stone Echo as part of the investigatory team. It was a small witch coven. Again, people who were focused on the aspect of, again, the same way as Baba Yaga practices. A coven of ladies who are trying their best to understand magic, learn more of it, and they uncovered an old tomb. An old tomb within the forests of Frankfurt. And that tomb specifically had jars in them. Soul jars. Possession of 5 people, all of them with a group known as Elder Witches. Their souls basically immediately shattered and then their bodies taken over by these entities. Their entire point was to go out and cause havoc. Again, trying to recover and seek revenge for the witch trials of the medieval. It was ruled as an attack of magical proportions by people of Starneiko as well as in Germany. It was 85 people dead. Small village completely rotted out. Some of them died due to spell slinging. Other people changed, transformed to abominations. We don't use the term lightly, even in magic terms, but a lot of times, in some cases, it was honestly just a mercy kill. And it was one of the prime examples that I often say to people of why magic is so dangerous, and it shouldn't be treated lightly. It's one of the reasons why I was furious of what Yuri did. I've warned him about the Sage multiple times, over and over again. And yet he still did it. And yet here we are. It's seeing different bodies, old and young. It's in the end we're supposed to portray the aspect of heroes, researchers, whatever you want to say, but in the end we're still alive, we're still human. It doesn't just go past you. Still has. Only recently have kind of at least come to terms with it that it happened. Therapy for at least a good 4 to 5 years.
It stays with you no matter what. Just the intensity. I'm sorry, Albert.
There's not much we could have done anyway. The moment the souls were destroyed, the soul anchoring was nearly instant. Again, we basically handled it as best as we could, despite everything. What matters more is, again, it's an example, as hard as it is to me. Again, it's the regular things we think. Wish I could have been quicker, wish I could have done this, wish I could have done that. It's again, after the milk is spilled, all we can do is clean up.
How are you truly supposed to predict any sort of outcome when being a hero? When wanting to help people.
And that's why I value the company that I have. That's why I tell this to the others, to the C ranks. We often want to try to put ourselves into this blissful state of saying, you know, look how fantastic I am, I trained for this, I'm nearly invincible. We're not. None of us are. And that's why every single time someone has an ego, someone tries to, you know, act like they'll be fine, I try my best to trip them in a safe place so they know that they are still mortal. Because that overconfidence doesn't just kill people in the hero business. I understand if I kind of killed the conversation, and I apologize. Again, I know you asked, but it's, like I said, it's a lot. Again, there's multiple cases that I could mention, but in the end, we all have our own problems, we all have our own worries. Your worst case isn't as bad as mine was. It's about the scars that it leaves. And how you talked about it, it left definitely a scar for you.
I only glanced over her. Her name was injured, and whenever I was 16, you know, I saved her family from building, at least. I tried to. And she's the only one I could get out without killing. And I tried looking out for her. I kept an eye over her as long as I could. And she wanted to grow up to be just like me, because I saved her. And I finally... I thought I was able to help her by getting her to be a sidekick, because a hero I trusted, I went to school with. But not not all heroes are caring, and not all villains are merciful. I had to choose between saving her or a bus full of civilians. I was told to go after the civilians, and my friend would go to save her. Couldn't save either. It was a trap from the start. And even taking in Simone and being here now is just some weird way of trying to make it up. But I'd do anything to save her again. To
No
get
matter
over.
how many times we try, so go ahead. No, please.
Just get her away from the hero life, I guess. I'm sorry for interrupting.
Don't worry. It's... we sometimes don't get to have... no matter how good we are, no matter how much we might be close to people like Halifax, no matter how much your own talent is sometimes, the fickleness of fate is something that's disgusting sometimes. And again, as much as you tell me I'm sorry, I'm so sorry that this has happened to you, Sasha. You did not deserve that. They did not deserve that. It's not about who's quicker, it's not about that. Yes, it happened, but every path that we walk, either it be a hero, scientist, whatever it is, there will always be sacrifices, whether they were worth it or not. The only thing that I can say is that I think if she could see you right now, I think she would still be proud of you.
I'm not so sure, but I appreciate it. I'm not even active anymore. At least, not like I used to, as a hero.
Do you sometimes miss it? Again, by the sound of it when we're in. I mean, by the sound of it when we're at the bar, you definitely seem to be a lot more energetic.
Yes, sometimes I do miss it, but it's time for me to teach rather than do. So no one has to do no one has to make the choice I had to make. And that's why earlier when, if I was there, nothing bad would have happened, or, I would just be fast enough to solve the situation. It's not fair to say. Not even the fastest flyers can take care of a villain that fast. I'm sorry for bringing the mood down further.
No. In all honesty, it may sound weird, I understand, but it's kind of refreshing.
Really?
Usually when I hear you talk, usually you're stern, maybe crack a joke. The fact that you can sit here now and tell me these stories, it's like seeing a new side of you. I say this is a compliment.
Thank you. I guess. It's just...
No, I'm not good at these whole giving people compliments thing, heaven forbid, but look, what I mean is you're a good person, Sasha. I understand that shit is rough, and specifically working in a hero agency like this is not... It's not going to make things more easy. But know at least that the same advice that I've given Ashton is be more merciful to yourself. Because I think the people around you who see you would give you the mercy that you don't give yourself.
I can only hope. I can only hope.
If you want to turn the conversation on its head a bit for maybe your sake, so you don't think this is the most worst talk somebody could ever have under the moonlight, I was going to ask, what do you usually do in your private time?
I was close to saying that
Hobbies and the likes?
I was just about to say it's nice to actually talk to people. Even if it's miserable.
I mean, is it that miserable? Am I that much of a shit company? Oh, I apologize,
It's the
Sasha.
topic. It's the topic more than anything,
I
and you
know.
know it.
I know. Just giving you some shit. Again, I don't really often talk about this stuff either, so I guess I can appreciate it as well.
It's a little stereotypical, but I do collect trinkets and the like. Knickknacks from here and there.
You're not beating the draconic horde accusations.
I am not. It's hard whenever, you are draconic, but your exhibit power is multiplying things. I fall asleep, next thing I know, I have 10 more blankets than I did the night before. So might as well make them pretty, if I'm going to have multiple.
No, I think I concur. I think that would, again, if that is in itself almost like a unintentional effect, yeah. No, I would also make sure to do that. Look, I don't think that's silly at all. Collecting things also. What kind of collections do you have so far? Or what specifically? Just any things that might catch your eye you think you enjoy, or
Anything that catches my eye, really, but I have a lot of antiques, I guess. The prize in my collection is a little piano music box I have. It's inlaid with gold, and it is nice and shiny, if I might say.
I see. To be fair, when I think about my hobbies, I used to take care of my motorcycle, but I don't know.
You had a motorcycle.
I have a motorcycle. It's a Harley Davidson Fat Boy, and I'm very proud of it. It was my favorite motorcycle, and it was my first. It was my first buy that I ever did with my full paycheck when it comes to Staniko, and I've been taking care of that baby ever since. Sadly, not as of recently. It should still be in Germany, but
Scared to take it over here.
With how Johnny treats things, absolutely. Next thing I know, my poor baby's gonna turn the same way as Edith's car is.
Oh, God. I'm pretty sure that was a Ricard and not Johnny, if I'm being so honest.
I'm not taking any risks. But who knows? But yeah, it's been a while since I've driven it.
I've never taken you for a biker.
That was definitely... I just always enjoyed them. They look lovely. The sound as well. And yes, you think about the whole aspect of like, vehicles with loud sounds, but I don't know, I always... My father enjoyed them. He had his own Harley. Kind of passed it down from family. Could be worse. Could have taken up my mother's hobbies and started collecting clowns.
Oh, I may be a little bit of an antique hoarder, but if I ever have those small little porcelain clowns and or lambs and or dolls, you shoot me right in the head.
Exactly those. It is exactly those. I'll be sure to never introduce you to my mother. I'll be sure to keep you as far away from her as possible. I do miss them. I know they've both been doing their best over there, but there's only so much you can really do. Again, they're sitting in their own little secret spot, making sure they're nice and comfortable.
Is it hard with Firebird's everything to just take time to visit them?
I'd lie if I say that it isn't hard. It's... They understand what I'm doing. They understand my work, and they've also seen my achievements as well as my failures. For me, it's more... I want to introduce them to these things so much more, but technically speaking, their residency is not even public. It's not even a place I can just point to people. It's supposed to be secret. I'm technically, with everything that's been happening and the amount of information I have, technically I'm almost like a government worker in the self. Just knowing where my parents are, I mean, I talk about them like they're still alive, and they are. But if I mention their locations, that's technically also like a... I guess I just do it for their protection and also mine. We still talk regularly. On Fridays, we try to have at least, we try to video call and have like at least a full conversation about how the day went.
That's good.
Dad talks about the entire case of her constantly worrying so they don't miss the time window where I can have time for them. Mother's eyes, they are talking about how even despite the fact that I'm reaching my 40s, she still treats me like a little Albie. Albert.
Albie!
Fuck.
Your secret is safe with me.
I feel like I already told you too much.
A little.
Well, the way how I see it, you said your secrets. If I say it, you want to throw me off of a roof? Since you like the moon so much, if you tell my secret, I'll put you through a portal straight up there.
Deal. I'm sure Simone would come and get me. If I could hold my breath long
I'm
enough.
sure they will. Honestly, I'd be surprised if they don't.
God, I'm gonna regret this, but my friend who's here, Kim, the therapist, that
Yeah, I remember
revealed we were college roommates back in the day.
Okay.
And he might have spilled the beans to Laz about, how back in college I had some anger issues. And about how I couldn't get something out of a vending machine. I kicked it into the next county over.
I mean, I hope at least that besides the property damage, nothing else happened.
Nothing else happened, just endless mockery from my friend, but, I won't bring up the microwave incident on their behalf.
I mean, the way I see it, if we ever have a villain showing up who is focused on the aspects of controlling vending machines, they'll be sure to call you in for service immediately.
Why don't I even tell you? Well, if you're gonna be a shitter about it.
Listen, the way I see it, it's just you and me, and hopefully the office windows that are closed, so we should be fine.
They better be.
I'm pretty sure they are. They tend to not care about what the fuck is happening on these roofs anyway, so... I've been flying by them more often than not. I mean, sometimes in the middle of the night, when I can't sleep, I don't know if you do it, but I just go for midnight flights.
I do all the time, really. But... Hey, need a change of scenery every now and then, so I go outside the city.
To be fair, in Berlin, it was at least nice. The one thing I've realized while being here in the US, you guys build your buildings tall. Doesn't mean that we don't have our own little skyscrapers, but we built more flat, if anything.
here, it's like having to weave through a jungle. Over there, I can just, it's more like frolicking over a plain more than anything.
What makes the flight exciting around here? Diving in between buildings of this concrete jungle.
You say that until you get too distracted and land up in somebody else's bathroom by just flying through their window.
I don't think I've had the displeasure of doing that yet, but I'll keep that in mind.
By the way, how you're flying and how quick you're flying, it might be... I don't think you're going to do that anytime soon, but once you do, I'll be sure to pull you aside comforting and then also laugh into your ear.
I wouldn't expect anything else.
What do you think of me? Do you think I would be a bad colleague? Do you think I would not make sure that you're okay before I, started laughing about how you, I don't know, are covered in Head and Shoulders with Head and Shoulders,
No, I'd expect a laugh first and then, are you okay?
No, it's the other way around. First, I make sure you're okay, and the moment you say yes, you're fine. Oh, absolutely, I'm gonna laugh at you. It's what keeps us humble. To be fair, I'd expect you to do the same thing.
Mm. I think I'd laugh first. At least if it were either you or Laz or Tia. If it was Halifax, I'd say, you fucking idiot. Laugh, then help him.
Sometimes I don't know what he's... Listen, sometimes you work with him longer than I have. Sometimes I don't get him.
It's hard to get him.
Quite literally. It's definitely sometimes where I'm just... It's almost like... So the thing is, I would not want it to happen. But it's like a case where, for some reason, just there's a gut feeling like something is going to happen in the future, which really makes me pissed at him. And I do not know why. Call it premonition, call it maybe I've been around too many OOPs and now they're rubbed off of it, and now I start to see a little bit of future side myself, but I don't know. It's like the same feeling I'm looking at him that I get when I look at Addox.
That is awful.
I mean, is that gonna be appearing in an HR report?
No, not this time.
I mean, the question is, anything that I'm saying tonight gonna show up in an HR report?
No. Because you have enough dirt on me to make my life hell.
Oh, does that mean I'm now standing in a Cold War together with HR? That's a lot of power you have given me.
I can fly off this building right now and just end this pleasant night.
Okay, you know what? It is a pleasant night. You know what? You do have a point. I do enjoy your company, so I would not want to dare just to throw that out the window.
Yeah, jump off
Plus,
the
I feel
building,
like this is
be
the first time
Red
we
Wall's
actually
up
get
there.
to talk properly.
It is. It's nice. Now I just need to wrangle Tia. She's the only one I haven't been able to hang out with, and frankly, I don't want to be anywhere near Mr. Carter.
He's a rough individual.
Hmm.
If you excuse me for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
There's an alarm going off in my head.
It's time to wake up.
For some, it might be that case. Not for me. Carter has been I don't know what to think of him. Like, I understand he is conviction. I understand. I've seen the reports.
but he is. I try my best to give him benefit of the doubt despite his aim connection. And so far he's been doing a good job. He's been taking care of the D ranks. Again, it sounds weird to say, but I feel like I'm giving him a lot more shit than Laz. And Laz, again, Laz was the angler.
It feels awful to weigh one thing over another, but
No, again, it's not a pissing contest, I know.
yeah. Should give him the same benefit as the doubt as I gave Laz, but I have my line in the sand. Which is weird, and just, I don't know.
Listen, look, Sasha, I got my own lines in the sand, but the problem is this. The way how I function, the way I've worked, I'm pretty much sitting in the glass house. Anyone's telling us like, well, they've done this. I've had to do my own fair share of shit when I was doing research, so I always try my best to be honest to myself and honest to others. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt as well. He wants to change, he wants to do better, find his footing, then heaven forbid I'll give him the chance to have his footing. But only because he's here and I can see him does not change the fact that I still look at AIM with a worrisome eye. Have you had any history with AIM?
Honestly, not at all. I've stayed far away from them. Then just haven't gotten involved, and it's honestly, it's not the AIM connection, it's what he's done. What he got convicted for.
It's also been going through my head. Again, the one thing, if I remember, the charges that were against him, weren't those dropped? I know he went to jail because he punched that reporter.
Mm-hmm. It was all alleged, but it rubs me the wrong way.
I mean, let's face it, people also alleged a lot of things about Laz. So if I'm giving Laz that chance to say that all these things are just made up lies and the likes,
gotta give it to
I'm gonna listen to him. I'd just be a hypocrite if I'm not. Heaven forbid being a hypocrite is natural, but again, you draw your lines, you fight your battles. I'm not going to fucking die on a hill by saying that, oh yes, conviction did do this to his wife and kid. What's going through your head?
Just if I were in my own boots so many years ago, I wouldn't even give Laz a chance to even talk to me. How Edith held me off sometimes whenever I was supposed to be sent after Laz. She took it over. And just hard to think I gave him a chance. And now I'm suddenly friends with you and the angler, now the anchor and the eclipse. And
Yep.
I'll have to give
The
that same
angler,
chance to
the angler, the head of Star Knight Co.'s magical research team, Conviction, and multiple assistants to Halifax, all sitting at a Chili's table. That sure as hell was not on my bucket list in life.
The food was okay. I'll have to pick the spot next time.
I'll stand my ground. I still believe the Five Guys burger that I summoned was a lot better.
But so overpriced.
It is, but it sure as hell was better than Chili's.
True.
I don't know, maybe it sounds like maybe not a strange question, but what was like a meal from your childhood? Something that you'd say, like, you know, like you see it or you eat it and it's immediately like, ah, this brings nostalgia back. Doesn't have to be like specific home cooked meals, like it's from a family member or a good friend or a specific place, just a specific meal.
Bara breath. It's a Welsh bread made with tea in it, in a bunch of dried fruits like raisins and currant and all sorts of dried fruits in it. And just that, extremely warm with a big glob of butter on it.
Ooh, that actually doesn't sound that bad.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's one thing that I've been missing, Jenny, and one thing I've realized that you Americans are not good at all yet. It's getting just a very fresh, off the grill doner kebab. Honestly, for some reason, I've had it in Turkey, I've had it in the UK, I've had it anywhere else, but for some reason, just in Germany, it tastes different. I do not know why. I remember even back in the day when I was a kid, after school, we used to just go there. There's a very old place right next to one of the train stations that I went to. Shabbiest place imaginable, probably has health hazards that I wasn't even aware about. But man, did it taste good. Sharing it together with friends, I don't know.
That's really sweet. No matter how shady it might have been.
I mean, sometimes the shadiest people are the ones who give the most joy, so just how it is.
You know, I don't think I heard your answer, but top 5 foods, including doner kebab.
Ooh, doner kebab. Funny enough, doner kebab is, while it is one of my favorites, it's definitely like probably more on 2 more than anything.
Really?
Just top, I'd probably say on 3rd place. I'd probably fresh out of the oven, nice and warm. And I know I'm going to be sounding stereotypical here, but a freshly made pretzel. just completely warm. Maybe a little bit of dollop of butter in that sense, but just wonderful. The salt on it, fantastic. 4th place, not gonna lie, spaghetti. Again, Italian cuisine is very lovely. Cannot argue with anything.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1, probably would say the German classic, just a currywurst. Again, just the aspect of just the hot sauce in itself. Again, yes, the meat is wonderful, but just the fact that the flavor from it mostly comes from the hot sauce, and you can mix it, match it. You can put different types of fruit in there as well if you want it to have a little bit more of a, again, a little bit more of a sweet tang to it. Or you can just cover that thing in spice. And listen, I just enjoy spicy food. Why the hell would I not?
I'm glad we can agree on that, at the least.
Listen, everybody's like, well, spice, it's just, the aspect of pain. I don't give a shit, okay? It tastes great. If pain is a flavor, shit, it's a good flavor.
As long as it's spicy and tastes good, it's great. But, like, I've had unbearable levels of spice compared to other people that just taste Like pain. Not pain to me.
I mean, they have that, like, they have it. We used to have one prank that we pulled back in Starnight Co's HQ was one of our buddies has a very, very high tolerance when it comes to spices. So what we did is we didn't take the entire thing, but we cut off, there was a joke thing that they had going on. Basically the world's hottest chip, if you've ever seen those articles.
Oh yeah, I've had one of them.
I mean, I'm not surprised you have. At that point, that shit is probably just like Pringles to you. We cut off only a corner, and we made sure to powderize it. We made sure it's not noticeable. And then we just sprinkled it into his milkshake that he drank, because every single Friday he always ordered milkshake. And specifically that one Friday, he pissed us off so much because he didn't do his work. He got fucking lazy, and heaven forbid, he started making some fucking comments. So we humbled him, gave him his milkshake, said, "Oh, with so much love made from the team." And he picked up already on it. He was like, "What's going on?" So what we made sure, we had a decoy to make sure that his sandwich was horrible as possible. We just made it as blatant, like, put some dirt on his meat while it was on the bacon.
You are a villain.
We had a fake. No, listen, if there's one thing I learned in this life, it's about what you want and how you can distract. Distraction is important so that nobody knows what the actual goal is. He saw the sandwich like, I'm not fucking eating any of this. You guys are assholes, yada yada. And he drank his milkshake in peace. 10 minutes later, that man was running around back and forth like he just sat with his ass on an anthill. It was fantastic. It was... It's one of the... It sounds weird to say, but when I look at Firebird, yes, I understand you're a lot more loose on things. Yes, you guys seem more like me and my boys and girls are within the Magic division back in Starnight Co. We're loosey-goosey because all we're doing is we're literally fucking around and finding out. And again, maybe it's a mistake on my end. I can't seem to find the difference, can't seem to find separation. When I look at hero work, I think Starnight Co. I think professionalism, pinpoint, wanting to make sure that everything is placed perfectly, following the protocol as Lance said it himself. But that's something I don't find here, which is both good and bad. It doesn't help that when the information came out about Roxy and everybody, them being hunted, I made the mistake and I trusted Lance with that information before, again, wanting to send them out there. Yes, it is classified information, but if you want to yell about that to me tomorrow, I understand. I trust Lance to keep these things secret because he is a professional and because he works with Starnight. And yes, the leak, yes, all that stuff, I'm aware. But I know Ashton and I had a little bit of a spat going back and forth by the fact that I revealed that information even though I shouldn't have. Again, it's sensitive. And they clearly said it to my face and asked me, "Sir, where are your allegiances? Are you a Starnight Co member or you work for Firebird?" And I don't know, they caught me off guard. Again, I couldn't answer. Because I want to say I work for Firebird, but my heart has always been across the sea. It's always been with Starnight Co. I've been with that agency for most of my life. And being here it's not betrayal. It's, again, different place in the world, different rules, different hazards. It works different here. And I guess I still need to learn how to find my place here. Doesn't help the fact that, over the past couple of weeks and months, I've also just been very inactive when it comes to Team 4. And again, the moment I started being referred to as almost, the equivalent of an absent father figure when it comes to fucking Team 4, I knew that there needed to be at least some sort of fucking change.
Mm-hmm.
Again, to be fair, in hindsight, I shouldn't even fucking put those feathers into my crown when I was starting to berate Lance about this stuff, by how much of a shit job I was doing before.
I get that you're being hard on yourself because of your absence with that team. But you want to make up for that, of course, right?
That's why I'm doing what I do now.
That's a start. I have a difficult question. And if you don't want to answer it or don't have an answer, that's quite all right.
Go ahead.
With your heart being across the sea, if you had to choose between the two, both needed you. The Unexpected or Star Knight's Magic Division? And I know that's putting you in a difficult position, but I like picking people's brains.
It is a hard question. I'm not going to pretend it isn't. Again, it's... If you put a bullet to my head and say pick a choice, make any choice you want, Albert. In all honesty, I'd probably take the Unexpected. Would I choose between Firebird or Star Knight Co. as an agency is a completely different one. But I know the boys and girls need me. I know for a fact that I've trained and we've worked together in Star Knight Co. for many years now. They were under Birch beforehand. Sorry, my previous mentor. And they learned as much as we could together. And the way how I see it, I'm just a teacher on a different end now. We still communicate. If they need help, I'm on standby via the phone, but I think I would probably choose the Unexpected. Especially with the people in there. They deserve someone that cares. Same way as Laz cares about Team 1. Tear about their team. Cruz as well.
It wasn't a trick question. There was no wrong answer, but I'm surprised. And that isn't a bad thing. It's a delightful surprise. Still, I would never put you in that situation. If I could take someone's magic wand and wave it and make everything perfect in the world.
Having a wand of that magical quantity would probably be on a level that is apocalyptic, so at that point it would probably have to be reported to multiple different authorities, but I understand what you're saying.
Good.
For me, it's... To say that I sometimes feel like a fish out of water here is an understatement. Again, it's also the fact that I'm kind of getting too used to all. Sounds weird to say, but kind of getting used to all the American food. You guys have so much sweeter drinks. So much. We already said that, and again, Linda's already called me fat, and honestly, I'm kind of agreeing with her. I'm getting a little bit chubby.
Do I need to talk to her about that?
No, it's just how she is. Again, she's crude with her remarks. I made a little joking statement about people. It's like Ashton was talking about. It's like the same way as Johnny. I have a little bit more of a larger build. And I jokingly turned to Ashton and said, "Are you calling me fat?" Ashton then got very quiet and got very apologetic. Linda, just the way she is, just blurred around, "Yes, you're getting fat."
Oh my goodness.
Look, I'm no idiot. I understand Linda doesn't like me. I understand the many reasons why. But in the end, I'm going to take care of her the way I've taken care of the others. She is part of my team. And I'm not going to just report her for calling me fat. Plus, the way how I see it, it's less paperwork on your table, too.
All right. But no, that offer is on the table.
And for the sake of it, so you understand, this conversation about Linda didn't happen. If by tomorrow I'm gonna catch her talking to you, and I'll hear about the aspect that, Lindwyrm has talked to me about, you calling Mr. Redwall fat, I'm going to deny everything. That didn't happen.
All right.
You're not going to worry about that, Sasha.
I'm not going to talk to her.
Good.
But what I can do and what I can fix and offer is, if there's any way at all I could aid lessen the feeling of feeling like a fish out of the water, I want to offer that, because I feel like I'm in the same boat as well. At least it's nice being near similar fish, or warming up to I don't know where I'm going with this metaphor.
I guess. Got any plans after the gala?
If no one starts any shit, no.
As I said, I'm going to be present at the gala as long as there's no shit that's being started. I'm not sure what kind of outfit you would be wearing, but my advice is pick some comfortable boots. And probably figure out something.
All right.
As long as you at least trust this guy that, arrived only a couple months before.
Whatever you have planned, I'll trust, but I can easily fly away if it goes sideways.
Yeah, you could. Plus, in all honesty, knowing your strength, you could probably also just, flip me across the room, and that's kind of how it is. I'd probably be fine with the armoring, but...
May I ask why I need boots instead of legs?
That is actually impressive. I did not know you could fully do that. I think I've never seen you fully transform your legs like that. I mean, I know. I know. I'm not an idiot.
Oh, I miss being all like this. But you get what I'm saying. I could have comfortable boots at any time.
Do you have... I'm not sure. How do I say this? I know this is generally from how you told me, just more of a state you keep for yourself. I'm not sure for how big is your draconic form, if there is even one.
you know, when things were a little more pleasant, a little less humans causing shit, pollution, the consequences draining the weave. Say to that logo and up.
To the logo and up. That is
But-
actually. So is that the length, or as in your entire size from like legs to like
Height.
the top of your head? That is
But
fascinating.
now, just humanoid and logo sized.
How long was it ago since the last time you were able to fully spread your wings?
Too long. Now all I get is short jokes.
To be fair. Look, in hindsight, when I made that joke, I felt bad afterwards. All right.
Did you?
I was going to make it as an offhanded. I was going to make it as an offhanded comment more than anything, and I realized afterwards it's like, shit. Maybe she doesn't even like that aspect of just being pointed out that she's shorter than people. It's, you know what, I'm not sure if it's paper on your table, but I do want to genuinely apologize, Sasha.
It's for the joke.
I mean, like I said, it's, you know, it's a joke, yes, but people don't often take jokes, you know. I guess I just wanted to make sure it's not like an issue to you, okay?
Although I
enjoy your
considered
company,
heels, it's fine.
You in heels?
Oh, God, no, I'd be stumbling everywhere.
I was going to say, you don't seem like the heel type.
Hmm.
I mean, at least personally speaking.
If it was a combat boot with height, maybe.
I mean, more, how do you say this? It's more service than form at that point. You know, that's depending on how you feel about it. But
Trust me, if I had
no, I don't think you need.
any control over this form, I'd be way taller.
Have you ever tried?
It's not really grey. It's black, white, and grey. It's either I'm here, or I'm there, that size, or somewhere in between. But just trying to, I guess, shapeshift.
I mean, in the end of the day, you're not trying to. How do I say? You're just trying to find a new in between, you know? You're not trying to find, you know? You already know your bottom limits as well as your top limits. And you know the middle ground. I guess it's more about just finding another middle ground between the middle and the bottom. I'm not going to say it's easy.
I've tried in the
Heaven
past, but I'll
forbid.
try again. What were you gonna say?
I mean, the way I look at it, you are, technically speaking, I don't like to use the term specifically also with people that I've gotten to know and enjoy the company of. Technically speaking, dragons are mythical creatures and also, in terms, smaller when it comes to scale magical creatures. I don't like to use the term specifically also with people that I got to enjoy the company like yourself. But if there's ways for me to assist, and again, guidelines that I can give. I'm not saying they've interacted with a lot of dragons, but if there's even a slight feeling of a crutch that I can give you, so you can test without the worry of you doing worse. You tell me the word and I'm there.
I'll keep that in my pocket for now then. If
I
I think
know
of it.
compared to you, you know, life is only as fleeting as it may be, but doesn't mean you can enjoy the time that you have, right?
I think that's precisely why I was having a crisis on the roof anyway. I'm enjoying it too much.
When the sun shines bright, you're always worried that the next rain cloud is going to wash it all away. You get it? Had my own moments like that a couple years ago. Amazing progress, amazing feelings. And then that one rain cloud comes over and just... here we are. I guess the best thing we can always do is, even if times are fleeting, even if we don't know what's going to happen, the best thing we can do is just always keep it in our memory. Keep things that remind us of people who are gone close, or even if they're fleeting moments. Make sure that we don't forget them, that's all.
All I can do is hope this won't just be a blip in my memory.
I hope both that it is and that it isn't. I guess it depends on how the story goes. If everything goes to shit, then yes. I hope it is only a blimp in your memory. Something that has happened, good times that were abruptly ended. But I also hope that it isn't. I hope that even after a point where, I don't know, the great equalizer of time does its thing. I do hope that you can still have things to be enjoying yourself with. Friends. Colleagues. Because in all honesty, Sasha, from what I've seen of you, you genuinely deserve it.
I appreciate you think that. You think like that.
I don't know if you believe it the same way as I do. But I mean it when I say that. Halifax might be, you know, the symbol. Tyr might be focused on tech and all the work that they're doing with the teams. Laz has been a shining example of what it means to do good after you've done bad. But without you, in all honesty, I see you as the backbone of this entire operation. You might think, maybe I'm just HR. No. You have been there for every single person. Either remind them of to be kind to each other, in their own ways, of course, as HR. But I also firmly believe that without you, so many people would have gone insane already.
I'll have to think on that one. Seems like a bit of a stretch.
I don't think you need to give answers or, again, think about it in the moment. I'm not asking for any thank yous or the likes. Again, I think it's, as I said, be more merciful to yourself.
All right.
What's going through your head right now? Let me pick your brain instead.
Everything and nothing at the same time.
Yeah, the business does that to people. The aspect of having every single thought imaginable in your head, only to be followed by the absolute deafening silence of knowing I don't know what the fuck to do with all of it. Sometimes knowing too much really is just a curse.
Hmm. I'll mostly try to be more merciful on myself. But I can only ask that you do the same. And know that
Go ahead.
I want more on my plate. I want to have that lack of mercy in a weird way because it gives me something to do. It gives me purpose. It gives me structure. At least that's how I see it.
And it almost feels like that. How do I say that? It almost feels like if the gears are not moving, it almost feels like why are you here, isn't it?
Might as well be obsolete.
It's not a life to live, Sasha. Again, I'm not trying to be the arbiter of what is right or wrong, but
I don't know.
we've
I've been
probably had
lectured
this
a lot tonight.
conversation. And I'm not going to be another one of those people who will do so. Plus, as I said, I've been enjoying this way too much, so I don't want to, ruin it by continuing to, play therapist with a therapist.
It's just what I need. At least for now. I'll find my footing.
See from the side. If you need to find your footing, I'll help you with it, alright? You're not alone.
Thank you.
It's not hard. Again, we both feel like a fish out of water. Don't know where to start. Has there ever been something in State Terra that, you heard people talk about it for a while, but you haven't done it yet?
I mean, I don't really hear the hot gossip, I guess.
I mean, if that's the case, speak of the heart. What's going on?
Hmm?
I mean, anything specific in the heart? Anything specific to talk about there? There's something out
The
there?
Heart District, that's mainly residential areas. Now, if you really want activity, that's in the Diamond District or the Clubs District.
There's a couple things people can do there. It is getting pretty late.
It is very late.
We've been talking for a while. I mean, if you want, we can see what we can do.
I wouldn't mind that. I think I don't want to go home yet, but need something to do. Maybe stretch these old wings. If you want to go for a flight.
I mean, I see it from this side. So what are you going to do now? You're going to go fly home? Or you want to take the dive into Diamond?
It doesn't hurt to take a little dive, I suppose. But
I mean, see it from the side, at least, this time. You got a flying partner, so makes at least a little bit more interesting.
it does. At least a better flying partner than a certain phoenix.
I mean, was it too quick for you, or is it just run into things?
Running into things. Reckless. Not fast enough.
To be fair, he did always seem like the type. Maybe not reckless, just... I don't know. I've got a feeling like Halifax cares too much sometimes. Again, he's kind of proven that to me with the whole, crossover thing between all the different agencies.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's trying to do his best, but I still don't believe at any given point that that's going to be a good choice.
I think if he really wants to wreck the company that he's took so long to build, then this is a great idea.
I mean, I see from this side, if that is his choice and his company does go under, we could always use a couple more talented people over in Stone Echo. Especially people who have so much experience talking to others.
I'd think about it, but I think I'd go solo for a bit.
Shame, but fair.
What does the magic division of Star Knight desperately need a mythical creature to keep their time?
No, didn't say that. But I can always
Star Knight
enjoy
in
good
general.
company when it comes to chatting.
You'll find plenty there. Well, that's only the what if of if Firebird goes to shit.
The only what ifs and guarantees that I have right now is that I could go for a good drink.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Of course. I'll pay.
Over my dead body.
Don't turn this into a fight. Don't turn this into a fight that you're gonna lose.
Oh, you have this sorely mistaken, Redwall.
Oh, no, dear.
First
Believe
one
me.
there pays.
I am...
and respawn. Fuck.
I will most all I can think about is
I need to
fucking
like.
Gibby.
Oh, Alien, goodbye. Alien.
Hi, Emmy. Wow, you. How long have you been there?
Hold
creature.
on. Hold on.
How long are you in there for?
Hold on. Stop recording. Where the fuck is my